Hi there, so today I'm going to be taking you guys through a virtual vendor demonstration. Of course, my name is Brent Meyer, so the vendors we're going to be looking at today are Aroga Technologies, the HT Coots Education Library, Microsoft, Online Reference Center at the university, as well as Apple. So today we're going to start with Aroga Assistive Technologies. So the technology that I've chosen to focus on here is a communication aid, and that's in the form of a voice amplifier. So these devices are designed to assist with people with low speech volume. Anyone with a weak voice or a throat problem such as vocal nodules, Parkinson's, ALS, any of the above, anyone with damaged or partially paralyzed vocal cords, diminished lung capacity, a technology like this is really going to help out. So that's going to help me as a teacher because I'm going to be able to make sure that my student has full understanding of what it is that I'm saying, and at the same time the students can be able to comprehend exactly what I'm saying. So that's the main focus for Aroga. Having this product in the classroom, it's not going to be a huge issue for you or any of the other students. It's more going to be focused on developing that student's understanding, their understanding of what you're trying to communicate with them. Okay. So next we'll move on to the HT Coots Education Phys Ed Library. So with this library, it's more of a database than anything else. You have everything from your basic subject guides, you have textbooks for Alberta curriculum, unit and lesson planning, assessment rubrics, and even apps for education. Okay, I'm going to go over a few of the apps in a different section with a different vendor, but for right now I'm just going to go over why something like Coots is so important, so essential to the development of education. Okay, so what you have here is you have a product that's going to take you through everything you need to know about all of the subject info that you're teaching. Me, as a social studies and phys ed teacher, I'm going to be looking to go into the apps for education, any kind of application that's going to help me teach a subject in the social or phys ed curriculum. That's going to be perfect for me to look right here. If I'm having trouble finding a unit or lesson plan, again, this database, perfect for that. You have multiple subject areas in multiple disciplines. Okay, that's going to aid students as well, because if they look on a page like this on a database similar to this, they're going to be able to find reading information, they're going to be able to find topical information on certain subjects that they may be studying. Okay, having this product in the classroom, again, like I said, it's going to really help teachers to develop that well-rounded curriculum within their class. So next, I'll move on to the online writing lab. Okay, so this is through Learn Alberta, and what I've got here is I actually have some applications that have popped up that I've searched through Learn Alberta, through the Online Reference Center. Okay, so the one that I've actually chosen to focus on is CBC News and Review. Okay, so we don't have too much going on here, but I will describe exactly what this app is and why it's beneficial. Okay, so the product we have here is through CBC. It can be found through the Online Reference Center. The product itself, CBC News, it's going to help you in a social studies realm. So because I'm a social studies major, I will be teaching a lot of social. So with this application, you have news and review from each and every day in each and every topical area. Okay, so actually you could be using this in multiple subjects. I would, of course, probably focus on the society and social issues. Okay, so one of the things that I like to do when I'm teaching is I'll use the news to help elaborate on what it is that we're going through in class, whether it's topical or it's maybe a past issue that has come up in that class. So with something like this, it helps kids to connect current issues with maybe the topics of interest, and for teachers it helps them to kind of keep everything a little bit fresher. It helps them to find a little bit of mojo. Okay, so that's what I found through the Online Reference Center. Next vendor we're going to go with is Microsoft. Okay, so with Microsoft, the only product that I'm going to focus on right now is actually Windows. And the reason I've chosen to focus on Windows is because it's one of the best products out there, one of the products that you're going to find in most educational settings in terms of the system that's being run on most of the computers. Okay, you're going to have Apple running on some Macs, some Mac products, but for the most part, you're going to see a lot of computers in North American schools running Windows. So the benefit of Windows is it's relatively easy user interface, basic to navigate, especially with Windows 8. You got the touchscreen feature, which is really beneficial, especially if you have kids with tablets, as you see that coming up more and more in classrooms. So just a great platform to base a lot of these education applications off of. Okay, and again, through the Windows Play Store, you're going to find numerous applications for education. Those are going to be to the benefit of both students and teachers. I won't go through too many of those right now, but like I said, Windows is going to be one of those things. Having it in a classroom, it's easy to navigate, easy to get the kids onto it. Again, for a teacher, you want to make sure you're staying up on the technology, and Windows makes it a little bit easier for you, a little bit more straightforward. Okay. Next vendor I'm going to go to, again, is going to be Learn Alberta, which I touched on a little bit before, but now I'm going to pick out a particular application that I found through Learn Alberta. Okay, so that application is actually Culturegrams. So Culturegrams, if you guys aren't familiar with it, it's related to ProQuest, and it's going to help you find comprehensive, easy-to-use educational resources to power learning and increase student achievement. By that I mean it's another database in the form of pure education. It's really focused on the core subjects. You got your science, your math, your social studies, but it really narrows down exactly what you're looking for. So products are designed to support widespread, integrated, sustained, and effective use of technology to help K-12 students develop educator skills and improve student achievement at every grade level. Okay, so again, this is going to be beneficial to teachers to find resources to help teach exactly what you want your students to know. So having this product in your classroom, it's going to help students because they're going to have really topical, really well-rounded resources that you're going to have researched and you're going to have developed over time. Again, a lot of these applications are pretty time-consuming, but if the teacher is willing to put that time in to look through certain databases, use certain applications, then these vendors become very highly beneficial. Okay. So the last application, the bonus application I'm going to take you guys through, the bonus vendor, should I say, is Apple. What I've chosen to focus on, the product I've chosen to focus on here is actually iPad. Okay, as we see, as time has gone on, tablets have become more and more prevalent within a classroom setting. iPads are one of the most common tablets out there. So with this product, for instance, we have a plethora of applications that have been developed for use by students, by teachers, and you're going to see these more and more often in the classroom. So if it comes to things like taking attendance, for everything from taking attendance to showing a video on your smartboard, you can beam that through your iPad. If you have kids with the iPads in the class, they can download your lecture notes straight to the device itself. Okay, having the product in the classroom makes it a lot easier for you. Maybe not all kids can afford it, but even if you have that set for your class that your school has maybe put aside a little bit of funding for, passing those out, having kids be able to use those, really embrace the different technologies that we have these days, it's going to help them be technologically literate. They're going to be able to use these skills at their own houses, with their own devices, because so many of these things are cross-platform. Okay, so one thing on an Apple tablet is going to be very similar to another application on maybe an ASUS Android tablet. And then we'll probably see a few more Windows-based tablets coming into the market in the next few years. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. I've gone through 5 basic vendors, so we'll go back and revisit those. So we went through Aroga Technologies, Coots Education Library, Microsoft, the Online Reference Center, and Apple Computers. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much.